So I watched Mike Tyson live on the highest point of the mountain. However, at that point, what happened? He went to the lower part of the sea. This is the thing was fascinating calm. Mike, I said, Mike, how you doing? And ideally Puffy assisted me out you with knowing applause. Google his name, there's talk that springs up that he was did his Don Juan gracious. __. In light of the fact that I have no cash any longer, so for what reason does it make him, since no one could take anything from any longer? I have no vultures there attempting to take my spirit. I don't have anyone doing it. The story of how Mike Tyson rose and fell isn't a surprising bit of information to anybody that has been pursuing directions in media outlets. Yet what you cannot deny is that the story is such a ton more profound, see, thanks to Jamie Foxx reality. With regards to how Tyson rose back after, in a real sense, losing everything is out. And I'm not one to pamper things, but rather we should simply say Diddy had more to do with it than you'd have suspected. And presently Foxx is by all accounts investigating every possibility and uncovering the lengths Diddy appears to have gone just to get Tyson under the care of him. Yet I suppose that is what you ought to expect when you put somebody in the clinic, right? This will be unstable, so stay with me here. So Jamie Foxx experienced an intense health-related crisis that landed him in the clinic. Jamie Foxx is a ton of things, some more awful than others. Yet the one thing he isn't is a liar. The rapper come entertainer went on a roll, uncovering probably the greatest names in Hollywood. Yet it appears he could have crossed a line when he talked about Diddy. When I say go too far, I imply that word on the road right currently is that Diddy was certainly answerable for him arriving in the emergency clinic. His condition has been accounted for to be really troublesome, so serious that the Fox family has kept fixed lips about the thing is truly occurring inside the medical clinic walls anyway. Similarly, as he shocked us with the deets on Diddy's gatherings, it appears to be the entertainer has returned to take a lake of tissue of his own from Diddy. Jamie's most recent appearance in the media fundamentally uncovered Diddy once more, that this time the spotlight is by all accounts on the veteran rapper's contribution, with the incomparable Tyson. Mike Tyson is perhaps of the most popular competitor on earth and the most youthful fighter ever to bring home a heavyweight championship. Yet he may be better known for his life outside the ring brought into the world. In June 1966, 56-year-old Iron Mike had an unassuming beginning to life. As his dad deserted the family when he was only 2 years of age, he skipped starting with one harsh region, then on to the next. And it has been accounted for that Mike had been captured north of 30 times before he turned 13. On its own, Tyson's story is the stuff of motion pictures, since his life was loaded up with a progression of promising and less promising times. Yet Jamie's supposed rendition of Diddy's contribution in the entertainer's story takes things to an unheard of level C, while Tyson remains as an encouraging sign that anybody from any place could become famous on the planet. That wasn't generally the situation for the fighter, and endlessly time again, he has over and again spoken about it, from contacting the most elevated of highs to going underneath ocean level. Monetarily, Tyson had it quite harsh during his profession. And as per reports, it was at the fighter's absolute bottom that Diddy appears to have slipped into his head. Or would it be advisable for me, I say pants entertaining, as it might appear Diddy is truly known to feel weak at the knees over making influential men surrender to him. And tell me, does it truly get more remarkable than the incomparable Tyson I suspected? As much at any rate, Tyson and Diddy truly go way back. As a matter of fact, most as of late, the previous heavyweight champion divulged a side of Diddy few have witnessed. On a new episode of the Pabbed webcast, he talks not of a man covered in debate, but rather of a companion known before the popularity, before the allegations, and before he was Diddy. In the riveting Pabbed digital broadcast episode, have Patrick Bet David started a genuine discussion about the famous scene Diddy brushes. I mean, everyone is in there, so what is it with Diddy that so many TI call them out 50 pennies, all at once, starting a captivating trade with Mike Tyson? Bet David kept examining Diddy's dubious standing and raised examples where renowned characters like T.I. and 50 Penny freely got down on Diddy going to Tyson. He got some information about it since certain individuals are discussing there's Diddy's contribution with Jamie. And something happened in light of the fact that he was calling him out for a portion of the gatherings he was setting up accordingly. Tyson reviewed. I knew him before he was Diddy. And for quite a while, when I originally became champ, I knew him. I recollect him. He used to have containers when he's at my get-togethers, and stuff likewise when they were tossing parties at this crossroads. Bet David affirmed on the off chance that this was the time Diddy was the president and pioneer behind Terrible Kid Records. Tyson answered, well, I don't think he was an awful kid at this point. It was him damn and run. And that multitude of folks they weren't on, yet I resembled the principal road fellow that truly got on. I'm the above all else of our age of that sort of that voyage, you know. Yet things being what they are, it appears to be the previous fighter could have left out certain subtleties on the grounds that, as per reports, when Tyson was attempting to endure this, his long-lasting companion appears to have acted the hero, and keeping in mind that you'd expect that from each old buddy out there. Diddy's assistance is different. These assists see when the rapper chooses to with aiding anybody, it quite often includes some major disadvantages that would customarily make you take some time to consider his assistance. Yet it appears Mike could have been excessively far gone for that on the grounds that, as per subtleties in the media, Diddy could have vanquished Mike, vanquished as in bowed him over, and had his direction with him before he could loan the previous fighter any sort of assist. Now, with hanging on, I realize you're figuring this may be silly, thinking of it as Mike Tyson, and keeping in mind that you could have a point on that this isn't close by anyone's standards to the first or second time Diddy has been uncovered for something like this. You see, as per individuals near the music chief, he appears to get off on twisting influential men over truth, be told one of his own previous representatives, supported by Puma Wright, uncovered him for what he genuinely is. As per Wright, she's employed a diversion legal counselor who worked with Terrible Kid around 2003. And this legitimate Falcon has a humdinger of a story to share. Wright claims that Diddy has been utilizing his influence to drive his subordinates to fulfill him, that he resembled its strategy. I can make a mint. He said, in the event that I can make a man suck my, I can cause individuals to do anything. So get this, obviously, Diddy had a gathering with the gifted vocalist and entertainer Christopher Williams about a demo bargain. Yet when the lawyer went to Diddy's office to get endorsement for some desk work she was in for all a shock, she purportedly strolled in on Williams, playing out a sexual follow-up on Puff himself. Yet, here's the kicker, that astounding sight didn't appear to annoy the legal counselor at the time anyway. The following day, Diddy brought it up and purportedly inquired as to whether she planned on telling anybody. And on the off chance that that wasn't sufficient, he proceeded to undermine her platitude that he would destroy her life, assuming she let the cat out of the bag. Presently let me know if Diddy truly went down this way with Christopher Williams. What compels you figure he could never have done likewise with Mike Tyson. To be straightforward, Tyson's case was presumably more regrettable on the grounds